Today we are going to learn an important topics, support reaction under engineering mechanics. First, what is beam? Beams are horizontal members of a structure that are subjected to external forces and moment. This is a structure. These are horizontal member. These are horizontal member. These are horizontal member. All are beam. Next, what is column? Column are vertical member of a structure that are subjected mainly compressive load acting along its axis. Compressive load act axially. In this structure, these are vertical member, this is vertical member, this is vertical member, this is vertical member. All of these are column. Now, types of beam. Number one, cantilever beam. A beam fixed at one end and phi at the other end is called cantilever beam. Here a point load W act. Number two, simply supported beam. Here supported freely at its both ends. It is called simply supported beam. This support and this support may be wall or column. This support provide vertical reaction in this in upward direction. In upward direction, this support provide vertical reaction. Number three, overhanging beam. Some portion of the beam extended over the support. Here this is a support and this is also a support. Point load W1 act in this point and point load W2 act in this point. Number four, fixed beam. Here two ends of the beam are rigidly fixed. A point load W act. Number five, continuous beam. Here beam is supported more than two support. Here supported at this point, supported at this point and this point. A beam more than two support is known as continuous beam. Now, types of load. Number one, point load or concentrated load. This is a simply supported beam, supported at both ends. Point load W1 act this point, W2 act this point. The load is particularly acting at a point on the beam. Contact area is very small. Number two, uniformly distributed load, UDL. Here this is a simply supported beam, supported at both ends. This is the convention of UDL load. UDL load এরকম দেখায়, this is Newton per meter. In this case, the simply supported beam supported at this point and this point, here only this portion, CD portion, is uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load are shown in this way. In this way, here the uniformly distributed load are throughout the length of the beam supported at this point and at this point. The load is uniformly distributed over the length of the beam, or load distributed uniformly over a particular length CD of a beam. Here each unit length is loaded to the same. Number 3, uniformly varying load. Uniformly varying load, this is simply supported beam. Load is varying uniformly from 0 to a particular value. Here this is also a simply supported beam. Load varying from a lower value to a higher value. In uniformly varying load UVL, the intensity of load is varying along the length of the beam. Load varying from 0 to a particular value, or load varying from some lower value to some upper value. What is support reaction? When a beam is subjected to some external load, here W1, W2 and W3 are the point load, then two ends A and B on the support. As a result, this will be the reaction force. Reaction force RA at A and RB at B acting in opposite direction according to the Newton's third law. If the beam is loaded with vertically downward load, the support reaction RA and RB will be vertically upward to keep the beam in static equilibrium position. Support reaction are the forces exerted, that means apply by a support onto a structure. Support reaction keep structural system in equilibrium. Now, types of support. Number 1, simple support. This is the beam, this is the support. When the ends of a beam support on a knife edge freely like big wall, it provides only vertical reaction. Here only vertical reaction. Number 2, roller support. Roller support, this is the roller support, this is the beam. When the ends of a beam is supported on roller, it has only vertical reaction. Number 3, hinge or pin support. This is the hinge or pin support, this is the beam. hinge means the beam can be rotated in this way and in this way. Symbolically, this is the hinge support and this is the hinge support. In hinge support, both horizontal and vertical reaction acting on the beam. Number 4, fixed support. Here this is the beam and this is rigidly fixed support. When the ends of the beam is rest on a built-in support, not allow any displacement, such support offer vertical reaction, horizontal reaction and moment reaction also.